I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
I think when people think of the classic American dream, they think of like white picket fence and the classic family, like 2.5 kids, wife, blah, 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 and a job doing something preferably productive to society.
It's more or less non-existent now because of the way our economy is, especially with my generation trying to get jobs and all that is incredibly difficult. So I do think that it's changed a lot from the whole wife and kids at home, husband goes out to work, comes back, and that's enough money to feed your entire family, because it's not anymore.
So over the last few weeks, I've been visiting towns all across the country, talking about what we need to do to secure a better bargain for the middle class. A national strategy to make sure that everybody who works hard has a chance to succeed in the 21st century economy.
It's changed for me in the last couple of years as I've gotten older, and I'm looking for that job or looking for what my future is going to be, and kind of like right now with the economy, it's kind of worrisome, and I think that's kind of what has really changed the perception.
Together, we fought our way back from a devastating recession that cost millions of jobs for Americans. A lot of folks lost their homes, a lot of folks lost their savings, and what the recession showed was the long erosion of middle-class security that had been taking place for decades.
You either have money or you don't, and the white picket fence and the family and the kids isn't really it's non-existent. There's no middle class whatsoever. The real way to make money now is to be an entrepreneur and to be the have and not the have-not.
You know, the lower class is being oppressed, and again, those who work hard not getting what I think they rightly deserve in society is kind of discouraging.
The government's public employment offices are organized for the sole purpose of bringing together, without charge to either, those who want work and those with work to be done, serving workers and employers by a thorough analysis of each worker's qualifications and careful attention to each employer's requirement. For skilled craftsmen, semi-skilled production and service workers, for highly trained professional people, and for the many kinds of unskilled workers on thousands of jobs.
People want more as they go through life, so it's gotten bigger and bigger and harder to accomplish.
All these kids graduating college and going into massive amounts of debt for really what?
The average college student now graduates with more than $26,000 in debt.
Everyone is not built to go to school. Everyone's not, has the intellect to go to school, has the time to take classes.
Their problem is what kind of work, what kind of training, where to get it. Junior placement counselors in many offices help young people find the answers to these questions.
We've often accepted more income inequality than many other nations for one big reason, because we were convinced that America's a place where even if you're born with nothing, with a little hard work, you can improve your own situation over time and build something better to leave your kids.
I mean, we're not really hiding behind the 50s veil anymore.
I think that for each person, the American dream is now different.
I think it's become so idealized that this is what you can achieve if you come to America.
Being able to exist happily doing something that you're pleased with.
It is harder today for a child born here in America to improve her station in life than it is for children in most of our wealthy allies, countries like Canada or Germany or France. They have greater mobility than we do, not less.
Men and their jobs have built our country, our homes, our institutions, and now they must produce the things necessary to protect this heritage.
I think that this country is highly individualistic, and that it spreads to thinking that even though people now realize, oh, the American dream doesn't exist anymore, we've become more cynical and we understand the world better, there's still this individual belief that may be the case, but I can still do that. I can still achieve whatever I want to because I'm not like the rest. So I do think that no matter what we know, it still persists and it's still something that creeps into our minds.
So I don't know if it's actually necessarily changed that much, because when I think of the American dream, I don't think of anyone today even trying to fulfill the American dream. I think everyone today sort of has their own goals.
I think a lot of people believe that the American dream has changed because of how society has changed over time. Largely in, the 50s or whatever, you had this idea of the American dream being the White House with the white picket fence and having a nice family. And today I don't actually think that that's really what people want. I think people want to be able to pursue their careers in a way that's meaningful to them. And I just think that modern people can't relate to that idea.
But government can't stand on the sidelines in our efforts, because government is us. It can and should reflect our deepest values and commitments. And if we refocus our energies on building an economy that grows for everybody and gives every child in this country a fair chance of success, then I remain confident that the future still looks brighter than the past, and that the best days for this country we love are still ahead. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless America.